over the months I've been on YouTube, I would have tried different methods to discipline the Sony community, the ponies as it were. I would have used, slaps of facts and logic to discipline these guys.
Oh, good!
And although I slapped the Sony community with facts and logic, just like Madonna, who fails to give up on show business because she's old, just like Madonna, these ponies keep rising with a silver spandex suit, dancing like there's no tomorrow. Yes, I would have tried Bluetooth Jiu-Jitsu, but don't matter if I try that, these guys still keep getting up. I even try flushing these ponies down the drain, but they just keep floating up. What's going on here? But if someone did tell me all I needed to do was, allow Microsoft to port Grounded to the PlayStation 5, that was able to stop not only the PlayStation community, but even bring the PlayStation 5 to its knees. But today we will investigate how Grounded is running on the PlayStation 5. Now, I usually don't give you two videos back to back. I have like a rest day, but I had to do this video, man. I had to do it. Yes, today we'll talk about Grounded and a few other small news, news stories. But you know what? Let's talk about it.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. Now, before we start the video, let me ask you that if it is you like content like this, please consider subscribing. Yes, subscribe to your boy if it's the first time you are finding my videos. I give you great content like this 3 to 4 times for the week. This is some bonus content, so support your boy and subscribe. Now let's get back to the video. So first up, we'll talk about Microsoft has partnered up with X-Men 97 and they are making a team console. Now this team console, you can have the chance to win it. So of course you'll need to go on the Microsoft store to see what you need to do in order to win it. But persons are reacting to this partnership even right now.
I have an Xbox Series X X-Men 97 edition on the way. Look at the casing for the controller. Look at the colorway. It gets worse. They've got the character controllers and the casing for the controllers has all the characters on it. Come on, Xbox, come on. I mean, just come on, man. Man, how they gonna do this to us? I just wanted to think. Come on, don't do this to me. You can look just like that. You can look just like that.
Yes, it appears that persons are very, enthusiastic. They are hyped for this themed console. But I recall Microsoft, making partnerships like these back in the day to have their consoles being themed. Now, I believe that they would have sold out of consoles like this if it was available for persons to buy. I mean, Microsoft keep releasing these type of consoles and you have to win it and what have you. If Microsoft had like a bundle, whether it be some sort of X-Men game together with this Steam console, and quite frankly, Microsoft didn't even need to have a game with a console like this. So I believe that this would have sold out. We could remember that Xbox did the same thing with SpongeBob, and look, that console sold out from the time it was released. So one could only imagine the Xbox Steam console, how much consoles Microsoft would have sold if they would have done it this way. But it's still a nice little story that you guys have a chance to win this console if it is you participate in the competition. So let me hear what you think about the Steam console. Next up, let me just highlight a game that is going to be released on the Game Pass. This is Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes. Now this game is a game, if it is you like JRPGs, this game would be right up your alley. In addition to that, we see that it is taking influence from the HD 2D style that would have been coined from Square Enix. So this game looks action-packed. It looks like it will take you back like from the old Final Fantasy games back in the day, but it does really look interested. So if it is you are up for a nice and short RPG, something quick that would give you a little break from the big games, you could take a look at this game. It's on Game Pass now. You can download it and play it on Game Pass. Let me know what you think about this game. And just an honorable mention, also this game was also announced and released, which is Tales of Kanzera Zao, as also a game that has been recently announced and released. So those two games, you can look at it if it is you are into those style of games. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of the video. Not too long ago, the PlayStation community, they went on a media spree, letting everyone know that the PlayStation 5 runs Xbox games better than Xbox. Now, of course, that was a lie, because when we looked at what was better on the PlayStation 5, it was just textures, like shadows and so forth, which was really because, the Xbox did not have the latest version of that particular software. But when they claim to say that the game runs better, we know what it means. We know what running better means. We know that if a game runs better on another platform, it means that the FPS, how the game plays is way smoother. We're not talking about, just shadows or vegetation and so forth. But now we would have seen that Grounded, a game that was recently released on the PlayStation 5, actually runs better on the Series X. But not only that, I recall that the PlayStation community was talking a lot of foolishness, saying, Xbox has cartoon games. Well, guess what? These cartoon kiddie games is bringing the PlayStation 5 to its knees. The PlayStation 5 can't even handle these games. Let's listen to Digital Foundry as they talk about this.
Let's get straight to the comparisons with a focus on PS5 first. For such a simplistic game, stylistically, you'd hope for some parity with Series X, and yet there are a few key differences here.
So here we have the guys at Digital Foundry is saying here what? Grounded is a simplistic game. So he would expect nothing less than parity for the Xbox Series consoles. But what he is saying here is that, guess what? No, we won't be seeing parity. And I mean, I wonder if this is why the entire PlayStation Defense Force is absolutely quiet about this breakdown by Digital Foundry. I mean, they would have given these guys so much prominence. When they say something, it really sticks. Why are these ponies so quiet? Is it because of Grounded?
Point number one is the resolution target. On PS5, we're getting a dynamic range between 1080p up to a peak of 1215p, or
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
Wait. Did he say 1080p to 1215p? What craziness is this? This is what it means when it's running worse. Now, they would have boasted so much about shadows with the other games, which is absolutely nothing to get a sharper shadow. However, we are seeing that this game is running at a resolution lower than the Series X version. Why is that? Where is your power? PlayStation 5, where is your SSD? Mark Cerny, stop hiding. Ponies, get up and fight. Where is the power?
Thereabouts, which is the most typical number in my pixel tests. In fact, even looking directly up at the sky or across complex bits of the garden, it often runs at 1215p here. What we're left with is a softer image than Series X by comparison, which by contrast gives us a much higher dynamic range between 1512p up to 4K. That is, it runs at 4K while looking right at the sky or directly downwards to lower GPU load, but closer to 1512p in regular play. Zooming in, this shot overlooking the mushrooms here spells out the difference best. Pixel counts on this exact frame show a native 1620p on Series X against 1215p on PS5, and yes, some clarity is lost on Sony's console as a result. It's an unusually wide divide that...
So if you want a sharper image on the PlayStation 5, all you need to do is stand still. Look up at the sky, you'll get 4K, and if you look at the ground, you'll get 4K. But while in motion, you will have to settle for 1215p. Isn't that crazy? Where are the power warlords? Why is Grounded bringing the PlayStation 5 to its knees? It cannot handle the raw power that is Grounded.
We'll get to the Nintendo Switch shortly, but first, here's the results in frame rate on everything we've seen so far. Xbox Series X, to start, is a solid 60fps throughout, but...
So please take note that he said that the Series X version of this kitty tutti frutti game, according to the ponies, is a locked 60. It's a smooth 60. You would hear him say that for the occasional drops while saving, but basically the Series X has a smooth like Egyptian silk 60 running on the Series X console. Take note of that.
Barring occasional one-frame drops and the odd hitch while autosaving kicks in. The general rule of thumb here though is that you do get 60fps. However, even at 60fps, that is 60 unique frames within a second, there is some odd perceptible judder anyway. I'm putting this one down to irregular camera update intervals. Since the Series X is outputting 60fps, it's just that lateral camera motion still reveals judder at times, and the same goes for Series S. The drop in OLED settings and the lower dynamic 1080p resolution all result in a quite stable 60fps line, with even less frequent one-frame drops than Series X. Bizarrely, at least in my testing, Series S might be the smoothest version of the current-gen consoles overall, but...
So yes, according to Digital Foundry, although the Series S is running the lowest resolution, 1080p, it is running the smoothest out of all the next-gen consoles at a rock-solid 60 FPS. Let us see if the PlayStation 5 could match that.
It's not by a huge margin. It just avoids some of the small one-frame blips while navigating the world and picking up items. All round though, and barring the odd camera judder, both Xbox machines are nicely optimized ways to enjoy Grounded. Switching to PS5, we see a very different result. On its latest patch 1.02, we're getting a 60fps line in parts, but too often we see it plummeting into the 50s or even down to 45 FPS. It depends on the complexity of the scene, of course, and the time of day is a factor too.
Wait. Stop the beat. J-Dub, Porter Rock, MBG. Could somebody explain to me why the PlayStation 5 is running this game as low as 47 FPS? 47 FPS! What is going on here? I thought, this game was, the console was the best. I thought, the PS5 is far superior than the Series X. Why is this cartoon game defeating the mighty PlayStation 5? It just goes to show that when you guys cap for one thing and defend for the other, that guess what? This is what would happen. So this is the facts here, guys. We are seeing the proof. We are seeing that Grounded has brought the PlayStation 5 to its knees. It has also silenced the PlayStation community because not one of them is talking about this. I challenge any one of them to try to challenge this and justify this. Why is this game bringing the PlayStation 5 to its knees? Let me know what you think about Grounded being ported to the PlayStation 5. Let me hear what you think about how the PlayStation 5 is running this game. In addition to all the stories that we spoke about today, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.